Mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, has been indicted. He's facing federal charges. The indictment is still sealed, so right now we don't know what those charges will be. Federal authorities seized Adams' electronic devices last November, with several criminal investigations opened into members of his administration. Federal prosecutors are expected to announce more details on this tomorrow. When the charges become public, Adams will be the first New York City mayor to be criminally charged while in office.
Gang, just rock with me. Just rock with me right now, y'all. Don't judge me. You know what I mean? It's like 1:30 a.m. Eastern time on the East Coast of New York. And my phone keep going off. And I look, and it's about this mayor, Eric Adams, New York City mayor. You know, I'm a New Yorker guy, so that's why everybody, all my out-of-town homeboys, salute Chicago, salute to Alabama, salute to Florida, salute Philly, salute Cali, Portland, Arizona, you know what I mean? Salute to all my fellas. But yeah, we knew this was gonna happen though, guys. Y'all gotta see, y'all gotta peep how it went down. Remember, he was a part of that Survivors Act.
Next tonight, New York City Mayor Eric Adams is accused of assaulting a woman 30 years ago. The woman is making the accusation in a court filing under a New York state law which gave victims of violence a 1-year window to sue over attacks that took place decades ago. Adams is vigorously denying the accusation. Here's ABC senior investigative reporter Aaron Katursky.
Tonight, the mayor of New York is accused of sexually assaulting a woman 30 years ago. In a new court filing, the woman alleges she was assaulted by defendant Eric Adams in 1993 while they both worked for the city of New York. Today, Adams said he doesn't know the woman, calling the allegation absolutely not true.
It's just something absolutely that has never happened. And I only recall ever meeting the person who made this allegation.
The woman filed her claim just before the midnight expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act. The temporary law signed last year by Governor Kathy Hochul allows adult sexual misconduct accusers to file lawsuits that previously would have been barred by the statute of limitations. Under the same law, E. Jean Carroll successfully sued former President Trump for at least $5 million. And in the past week, Jamie Foxx, Guns N' Roses frontman Axl Rose, and Sean Diddy Combs also faced Adult Survivors Act lawsuits. Foxx and Rose denied the allegations. Combs also denied, then settled. The mayor's accuser filed a notice that does not include specifics of the alleged encounter, but broadly accuses Adams of causing physical, psychological, and other injuries suffered as a result of conduct that would constitute civil offenses. She's seeking at least $5 million. This is a precursor to a formal complaint that would have to lay out the details of the woman's accusations. Lindsay, she's also accusing the city and the NYPD of discrimination, so she'll have to spell out those accusations as well. Lindsay?
Aaron Katursky for us. Thank you.
He was also a part of that Survivors Act. And anybody who got mentioned right before that Survivors Act closed, they gonna run down on you. You remember that New York City Survivors Act? We the only city has some fucking Survivors Act, guys. So, you know what I mean? I know a lot of y'all want to hear my thoughts on this, and bro, the evil folks need to go. It's time for the evil to go. All these people corrupt, man. We know that. All these people got what they got, doing it, working with the devil. Ain't none of them trying to wash that devil money over and really help the people. All these demons is helping theyself. All these demons helping theyself, you know what I mean? It's the Democratic Party. Now they got him for embezzling money to all types of countries and stuff, guys. He ain't doing nothing that the last mayor, de Blasio, did. I bet you, I guarantee you, Mayor de Blasio did the exact same thing this fool do. But see, one thing about us, and when I say us, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say us. We got to be all flashy. We got to be all out there with it. Look at Diddy. If Diddy wasn't so out there, Diddy'd be good. Look how Jay-Z be moving, chilling. Jay-Z moving, chilling. Everybody trying to stick him to this Diddy stuff. Man, Jay-Z got other bigger fish to fry. He over there worrying about his catalog. He over here in New York blocking Dame Dash auction. That's what he doing. He ain't think about no Diddy joint. You know what I mean? Because he ain't moving like Diddy or Eric Adams out there. You saw these clowns. Eric Adams, he gave Diddy the key to the city. And it was his words, guys. I want y'all to go play that back. It was his words. He said, it's the bad boy of the music industry, and I'm the bad boy of politics. He set himself all up, bro.
He already has the keys to some pretty exclusive places, and now Sean Diddy Combs can add New York City to that list. It's Diddy Day in the city. Videos have been playing on the Jumbotron for TSX Broadway, and the crowd waited. Then around 11:30, the doors opened for the mayor and the artist.
The bad boy of entertainment is getting the key to the city from the bad boy of politics.
I want to thank y'all for this honor and just recognizing me being from New York, giving me the key to the city. Diddy finally has the key to the city.
Today's event coincides with the release of his new album, The Love Album, Off the Grid.
He just wanted to be out there, want to be flashy. You know what I mean? And that's what killed the new era. You see? That's the difference between the new era and the old era, because the old era believed in privacy and moving in silence, and you know what I mean? The new era just gotta be flashy and bright and out loud with everything. So he old and still wanna, that's why I say it's time for these old guards to go. That's how I really feel. I don't feel sorry for none of them. I don't feel sorry for none of them. All these fools been in power look at Diddy, been in power for 30 years. Ain't do the right thing with it. Ain't do the right thing with it, bro. You know what I mean? And you could say, well, who is you to say what's the right thing? Obviously, he ain't do the right thing with it. Where he at right now? You see how that work? That's how that work. Eric Adams too. He ain't do the right thing with it. He ain't help no New Yorkers, yo. What did this man do? We knew from the giddy up he was a crash test dummy, bro. He's a crash test dummy. And then he went in there trying to get beside himself. He went in there forgetting that, bro, you just a figurehead. You just a look. You know what I mean? You get in there and try to really help your people, or really try. They finna get you, boy. That's what they got. The same thing they got Puff. Soon as Puff started talking about he want to own the liquor, they got him. He was all good as long as he was fronting like if Ciroc was really his. You can front like it's yours while they make the money and give you pieces of the pie. But as soon as you say you want the whole pie, they gonna get you. You know what I mean? So who knows what I keep saying Eric Island. Who knows what Eric Adams was in that office doing, bro? Who knows what he was attempting to do, you know what I mean? And if he was attempting to help, salute to him.
Welcome back and Alive Now. I'm Austin Westfall. We continue to cover this breaking story out of New York City. We're learning tonight that New York City Mayor Eric Adams was indicted by a grand jury on criminal charges Wednesday evening following escalating federal criminal investigations against his administration, nearly a year after FBI agents seized his phones, according to multiple reports. We just got a statement in from Adams himself. I want to play this out.
My fellow New Yorkers, it is now my belief that the federal government intends to charge me with crimes. If so, these charges will be entirely false, based on lies. But they would not be surprising. I always knew that if I stood my ground for all of you, that I would be a target. And a target I became. For months, leaks and rumors have been aimed at me in an attempt to undermine my credibility and paint me as guilty. Just this past week, they searched the home of our new police commissioner, looking for documents from 20 years ago, just 1 week after he joined my administration. Enough. I will fight these injustices with every ounce of my strength and my spirit. If I'm charged, I know I am innocent. I will request an immediate trials so the New Yorkers can hear the truth. New Yorkers know my story. They know where I come from. I have been fighting injustice my entire life. That fight has continued as your mayor. Despite our pleas, when the federal government did nothing as its broken immigration policies overloaded our shelter system with no relief, I put the people of New York before party and politics. Now, if I am charged, many may say I should resign because I cannot manage the city while fighting the case. I can also understand how everyday New Yorkers will be concerned that I cannot do my job while I face accusation. But I have been facing these lies for months since I began to speak out for all of you and their investigation started. Yet the city has continued to improve. Make no mistake, you elected me to lead this city, and lead it I will. I humbly ask for your prayers and your patience as we see this through. God bless you, and God bless the city of New York. Thank you.
All right, so there's Mayor Adams' response. We don't know exactly when that was taped. We do know that we have a live look out.
Salute the Puff if he was attempting to help. But you just gotta learn how to fall back, bump your head, you know what I mean? Move in silence, guys. You know what I mean? Come on now. But in any event, guys, yo, that's my little rant. That's all I gotta say about it, yo. I'll drop some content for y'all, for those of you that stuck around for my whole rant. I'll drop some content. I might even do a live on this later, guys. You know what I mean? Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'm going back to sleep, man. Y'all crazy.